why wait until your shoulder, your back, your knees are kind of beat up? Let's start now and prepare for what's coming up. This is fantastic. The sun soon will be throwing the lawnmowers all over the place, gardening, golfing, tennis courts, you name it. But we need a couple of things today we're going to work on: glute stabilization and core stabilization. So we want to stay strong and not twist. But when we do that, when we're playing golf, playing tennis, all these different activities, we need to have power through the movement of the shoulder girdle. So today we're going to do a lift, a diagonal lift. And if you could get yourself a weight, if you have something light, or just move your arms through the pattern. Okay, so into the stance here, the feet can be just slightly wider than the hips, spread the toes, press them into the floor, and really engage the glutes. Be careful of hyperextending the back. So you don't want your back to arch out. Knees are slightly flexed and glutes are really engaged. So you've got a good foundation. The other option is this: heels together, toes angled out, spread the toes. In this position, when you press the heels, it'll help to maintain the spine and again, get glute activation. So let's start first set, feet slightly angled out. If you have a kettlebell, the grip should be like this so that you can have the elbows tucked, not like this. You don't want the elbows to flare. If you have a dumbbell or a can of soup or something like that, I would do hands interlaced to keep the shoulders level. If you do one on top of the others, your shoulders will be offset. And for golfing, we want to make sure we improve the integrity of that alignment. Okay, so let us do a set. In order to get the best cardiovascular conditioning, we're going to include diaphragmatic breathing. So if you could start with the weight down by the left hip, engage your glutes, lift up across over the right shoulder, hold, breathe in, breathe out, and down. Maintaining your glute control, we're only going to do 5 reps, inhalation, exhalation, and release. Typically in training, I would do 3 sets of 10 to 15. And you'll notice that as you're going through the set, your muscle tone, that you'll feel the pressure build up in the muscles and the fatigue. And when that starts happening, your body will automatically stimulate growth and repair and release. So we're creating stability, but strengthening the tendons so that we can swing the rackets around. Other direction. Okay, so glutes engaged, spread the toes, press them, tuck the pelvis, so back's not arched, in front of the right hip, up over the left shoulder. Breathe in, breathe out at the top, and release, keep the chest square forward. Be careful, like in tennis or golf, for example, and in the garden, why backs will get blown out. If you twist too far, right, you over-rotate through the spine. So here, maintain your core and glute control. So you're driving the movement through the shoulder girdle. Breathe at the top. Good. Keep the glutes engaged and toes engaged. And if you can watch yourself, notice if you're centered. You might be like shifted to one side. So here we want to improve our alignment. Okay, so now we'll demonstrate side view. We're going to do a second set. Take a good grip. This time I'm going to do heels together, toes angled out, knees slightly bent. Good. And then left hip to right shoulder, hold. Do not allow the weight to go too far in front of you. So you keep the arms close to your body as you're lifting. If the weight travels too far in front, you'll start straining into your back. Great. So what we're training here is core, rotational core movements with stabilization. One more. Keep the glutes engaged, that's really good. And rest. Okay, now over to the left side. So in front of right hip, glutes engaged. Be sure the back doesn't arch. Hold on top of the shoulder. Inhale, exhale, and release. So you're training your body to be stable and strong through the full range of motion. And building up the power so you can do your multiple repetitions in the garden. Come back in tired, but still in good shape to go for your long hike the next day. Good. So for yourself, like I said, 2 to 3 sets, 7 or 10, 15 reps, whatever works for you. Thank you. I'm Uttara. Please send me an email if you'd like to join our classes or if you're interested in an individual session, and have fun. Thank you so much.